So today, I want to talk about two of my favorite things. Hashtags and Instagram's killer robotic AI system that knows everything about you and your family. Okay, only one of those things is my favorite.
But you're gonna have to guess.
But seriously, I want to talk about hashtags in a way that nobody else is talking about them, which is, how do hashtags actually work? How do they combine with Instagram's algorithm? And why aren't they working for me? Because the majority of people who use hashtags use them in a cute, funny way. They don't actually use them to rank on Instagram's Explore page and get followers. And spoiler alert, how Instagram hashtags work goes into Instagram's killer robotic AI system. Okay, maybe it's not killer and robotic, but it's still pretty damn scary, and I'm gonna show you why in a second. Then after that, I'm gonna give you my free tool that's gonna help you find Instagram hashtags to rank on the Explore page and actually grow your following. And then I'm gonna go over my Instagram hashtag oh no nos, which is the most common mistake I see people using when it comes to hashtags. So really quickly, my name is Bobby. We make daily videos here on social media automation, and my experience as an Instagram agency owner out here in LA. So if any of that stuff sounds interesting, make sure you follow along wherever you're watching. Follow me on Instagram at the Influencer CEO. Send me a DM because I answer all my DMs, or at least I try to. So Instagram hashtags are basically our way of letting Instagram know where to put our content. So for example, if I'm an entrepreneur, I'll use hashtag entrepreneur, and then it'll be shown to a larger pool of people who also use hashtag entrepreneur. And it's like this big system of we're all using the same hashtag, looking at the hashtag, and that's how Instagram knows who we are, what our content is, and who to show it to. Or at least that's what it used to be like. So now I want to show you something incredibly scary, and we haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg yet. So go to your desktop computer, go to a picture on Instagram, any picture, right click and inspect the photo. Once you inspect the photo, you can see what Instagram's algorithm and its AI is detecting in your picture. So in some pictures you may see something like man with hair, man with beard, and it'll be simple. But on some other pictures you'll see things like beach and girl and weed and all of these things. So we're actually able to see Instagram's AI at work, and this is really, really new. So what this means is if we post a picture that says hashtag beach, 2 years ago, that's fine. Picture with hashtag beach, even if we're not on the beach, gets us on hashtag beach's Explore page. But now if we post hashtag beach, it will not show up on Instagram's Explore page. In fact, Instagram's AI knows that you are not at the beach, and it will actually downgrade the rest of your hashtags. So what's that mean for us and the hashtags that we actually use? It means we need to be hyper selective and conscious of the content and the hashtags that we are using. Because if we are, say, a basketball player and we use hashtag soccer, Instagram knows. Which is, oh my God, that's so scary just to say out loud. Instagram knows. And like I said, it hasn't even really begun to take effect yet, but Instagram is constantly scanning our content and assessing. I mean, you could kind of test it yourself. Show your nipples. What I mean is that if you're a girl and you show your nipples on Instagram, Instagram's AI will detect your nipples and take it down. And I actually have a friend that is a man and squeezed his boobie like this and got Instagram to flag his picture and take it down. But he's a guy, obviously, so he reported it to Instagram, and they actually reinstated his photo and apologized to him. It was so fucking funny. But the point is that Instagram's algorithm is constantly searching for things like boobs and weed to filter out, right? Because it sees it as spam and things. But it's also searching for your content, and it's constantly labeling and training and learning and things like that. So we need to be really, really careful about the hashtags we use. And so I used to say use 30 hashtags. Now I say use around 15 hashtags, but make sure they're hyper relevant to your post. And that way, that if we actually create content that matches our hashtag and is incredibly obvious, Instagram will reward it even further. So hashtags are just a way to classify things for Instagram. Kind of think about it, in 5 years from now, not even 5, in like a year from now, Instagram will need to know what the best both donuts are. So when somebody goes to Instagram and types in best donuts in LA, it actually shows them the right content. So Instagram's basically learning for that time, so they're classifying our content. Like, I know, like as I'm saying it out loud, it sounds really scary. But for now, what it's doing is it's suppressing our content on the Explore page. So Instagram hashtags, once again, they're just ways to classify, but now with AI, it takes a different turn. So with that being said, with that knowledge, I'm going to teach you how to find incredible hashtags that you wouldn't be able to find by just Googling hashtags for entrepreneurs. And we're going to be able to use this tool to use the right hashtags on our post. Okay, so the tool is called Rise Decoded. Like I said, it's free for both Mac and Windows. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. So it looks just like this, and what you do is you simply type in the hashtag that you want to find related hashtags to. So if you're an entrepreneur, you type in entrepreneur. And so for this example, I just typed in basketball. I'm pretending I have a basketball themed Instagram account and I want as many hashtags related to basketball as possible. So I'm looking for 500 related hashtags. You can see it's searching right now, and we can already sort of view the results. And what happens when you view the results is you can see some of the hashtags that it brought up. So hashtags like hashtag basketball or basketball edits, like all of these basketball related hashtags, it just brought up, and it's not even done yet. I'm doing 500, this is like 40 right here. But not only is it gonna give you related hashtags that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else, but it also shows you the post amount. So this is the amount of times people have posted using these hashtags, and then it also shows you the minimum amount of likes that on an average it takes to hit the Explore page. So for example, basketballer, the minimum amount of likes it usually takes to hit the Explore page is 7,600. That's a really hard Explore page to hit, but it means that if you do hit it, you know, that's big bucks in terms for engagement, visibility, and follows and things like that. So you might not want to include hashtag basketballer, you might want to include something like, let's say, hashtag basketball moves, which has a lower minimum. And I'm sure that there is ones with a minimum, higher minimum likes. So for example, right here, Basketballicious, it's a weird name, has only 140 likes minimum. So that's super obtainable, and the maximum likes are 2,000. And so we can also see things like the engagement, the popularity of these hashtags. So the top being 1,000% and ranging to 12%, the minimum amount of comments and the max amount of comments. So using this, we can start to populate really good hashtags. And now I want to show you what happens if you just Google hashtags for basketball. You get things like basketball, NBA, sports, football, all is life, sport. Like this is bullshit. It's just not a good strategy at all. This is why so many people fail using hashtags, is they're not populating hyper-targeted hashtags. And you could see, you could do multiple hashtags at once. So you could type in, basketball, NBA, and populate them all at once, and generate as many hashtags as you want. So it's called it's called Rise Decoded. It is free. I'm going to be leaving the link below. So now you have an understanding of Instagram's algorithm. You know you need to create hashtags that are similar to your content, your niche, that Instagram will go, he's using hashtag basketball. This is obviously a basketball page. Let's promote this account. And now you have a tool to find as many hashtags as you need. Now I'm just going to go over my no-nos, or the things you shouldn't do when it comes to hashtags, and then you're out of here. All right, so the first mistake people make with Instagram hashtags is they don't use specific enough hashtags, like I just shown you. So I'll see hashtags, it has a picture of a guy snowboarding, and I'll use hashtag cool, hashtag amazing, hashtag Instagram. Like we've just shown, Instagram's algorithm goes, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not cool, you're a fucking dork. You are snowboarding, more like it. So we need to be posting more relevant hashtags. Use a tool like this to do that. The second one, people use the exact same hashtags on every single post. I want you to think about this. What if Kim Kardashian used hashtag makeup in every single post she created? Well, Instagram if you went to hashtag makeup, it would be all pictures of Kim Kardashian because that's how many likes she gets. Instagram obviously doesn't want that. You have to think like them. They want us to switch up our Instagram hashtags on every post we make. So I recommend doing rotating sets of hashtags every 5. So have 5 different sets of completely different hashtags. You saw here, I was able to populate 500 at the click of a button. So do so yourself. Rotate hashtags and have increased chances of hitting different types of Explorer pages and reaching different types of audiences within the same niche. And then the third one is just not using hashtags at all and not formatting them right. So, using these strategies that I've given you, go out there and crush Instagram hashtags. Last thing here, if you want my exact hashtag strategy, if you want to know exactly how many hashtags to post every single post, how do I keep a hashtag list that's accessible, how many should I mix and match, how many sets, all of that stuff. If you want that information, comment I want in wherever you are, and I'm going to send you a link to a full hashtag guide. That's it for today's video. Make sure you subscribe if you want to learn how to grow your IG on autopilot, if you want to learn how to run an Instagram agency, or if you just want to hear me talk about titties.